Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Don here, and as promised, I did say I was going to show you guys the recap of my Foot Champs run. For those who watched my video from yesterday, who I gave you my advice on the best custom tactics for 4-3, the 4-3-3, the fourth version, as well, and to give you a bit of a rundown on a recap on how the elite run went, but. Here it is, lads. It is going to be a really long video, but one thing I will promise you guys, right, is that this video will have goals. There are so many goals in this video. You're going to see literally my lowest of lowest point in all of my FIFA gameplay since the beginning of FIFA when I started playing Ultimate Team. This is probably the most heaviest defeat that I've ever taken in all of my FIFAs, and it's going to be in this video. So this video is basically from my from Sunday night. So I'm going to show you what happened on Saturday evening, and the rest of the video is on Sunday night, and it's my Foot Champs run as well. So guys, just before you about to see the video, boys and girls, if you do like this video, please smash the like button, guys. Let me know that you enjoy this content. Let's get the hype going, lads. If you do like this type of video, I will bring you more and more on this channel. So right at this moment in time, I'm just this actually what you're seeing is Saturday. It's probably my second to last game on Saturday evening. I've gone on a 6-game winning streak, and I'm feeling quite good. I'm talking to the chat. I'm just taking a break. Okay, one thing I have recommended in my previous videos is to, in between games, just especially if you're under a lot of pressure or you've been on a bit of a win streak and you're feeling it a little bit, just take a quick break. Talk to your friends, talk to your family, whatever it is. I'm just talking to the chat, just having a quick football catch up with the chat. But in the meantime, I'm actually taking a break as well. Just that I don't force the gameplay, if that makes sense. I don't want to force anything. I don't want to make any mistakes. I'm just taking a well deserved break. Now, at this moment in time, I'm still playing the same formation I played on Friday, where I went 8-2 on Friday. I'm playing the 4-2-3-1, and I'm using the pressure on heavy touch and balanced, as in attacking style, and the 4-2-3-1. Okay, so what you're about to see is, and as you can see, the look on my face, not exactly ecstatic, because this is actually the first I would say mega team I'm coming up against. All right, I would say, boys and girls, hold on to your seats, all right, because you're about to see something which I don't know, I don't know if most YouTubers are going to show this type of defeat. But coming up against this guy, and straight from the kickoff, I conceded my first goal. And ideally, when you have been out teamed, without a shadow of a doubt, when you have been out teamed, you've got to try and stay in the game for as long as possible. I got hit with a kickoff, and I'm ready. I'm ice skating uphill. Within 5 minutes later, I'm 2-0 down. He runs to the camera. Literally, all his celebrations are going to be that fact that he runs to the camera. Alisson, I cannot recall Alisson or 80 Alisson making a single save in this game. I try and press the ball and get the ball off Neymar. Sandro, who's done really well this weekend, concedes a penalty from Neymar. He has CR7. He steps up. He goes down the middle, but Alisson dives to his left. And he's now 3-0 up, and it's the 13th minute. Now, normally, this type of game, I've won 6 games in a row, so I'm not going to rage quit already. I still believe, and call me crazy, all right? Call me crazy. You can go down in the comments down below and call me crazy, but I still believe I could have come back. I still believe I can still come back. So I'm 4-0 down within the first half, and the goals literally are going to be flying in, chat. They're going to be flying in left, right, and centre. Alisson cannot save anything. Another goal comes in. It's 5-0. Hullet makes it 6. Again, I think that's Matthias. He makes it 7. Is that Eusebio? He passed it to Mbappe. Makes it 8. And there we go. It's 9. The goals are flying in left, right, and centre. Luis tries to get the ball off Mbappe. Team of the year Mbappe is ridiculous. 10-0. By 90th minute, I managed to get a penalty. I thought to myself, do you know what? Alisson has had such a tough day today. Let's give Alisson a bit of redemption. And this is probably going to be Alisson's last kick ever for Don United, unless over the next couple of FIFAs he gets a mad upgrade or whatever, but he's never stepping foot in my team because he's absolutely shocking. First time ever I've ever conceded 10 goals, and I've given him a bit of a shush. I think it's just for the fact that Alisson has scored 10, conceded 10. I thought I'd give him a bit of a shush for a bit of tongue in cheek, and I lose 10-0 I don't think I was outplayed. Well, okay, maybe I was outplayed, but I just defended very, very badly. And you would have thought that my last line of defense would have been Allison to make a save, and I don't. So, as a forfeit, I opened up a 50k pack just as a forfeit, to hoping that I can get something special out of the packs, which obviously is a bit foolish for me to think that. But we get a board, Cam, Marseille, French, and it is Payet himself. Who comes out, and funny enough, it's our first pack we open up with coins, thinking that I can replenish on my club, and yet I still get duplicates. So my club is not exactly stacked. Anyways, we move on. We're sitting in goal two at the moment, and it is actually the next day. This is actually Sunday evening. So for those who know about Dawn After Dark, every Sunday, every time I go live on a Sunday evening, we call it Dawn After Dark, and literally everything goes down. I just want to finish off my games, and at this moment in time, I'll be 100% honest, I only wanted to get to probably gold 2, gold 1, if that. I had no intentions of pushing through elite. It was actually the chat. It's actually the community. I have such a wonderful community that they just spurred me on. So we go into our first game on Sunday evening during Dawn After Dark. I have made some changes. I have made quite a few changes. I've brought in Royce and Axel Witsel. I think I sold Goretzka and Havertz. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Havertz is not good at all. He disappeared in so many big games. Even the games I was actually winning. I think it was Future Stars had Havertz. So just in case you guys think I'm using his inform, he just disappeared. He was even in the games that I was winning, he just disappeared. And I was deciding whether to go with Royce or Havertz. Sorry, I was deciding whether to go with the two. I went with Havertz, thinking that he gives me more of a physical option, but he was terrible. So I've gone with Headliner Royce. He did cost me 500,000 coins, and when I tell you this man is a bison, I'm calling Royce the bison because he literally takes his whole team on his back, and you're about to see what happens. How Royce literally, and if you can count, let me know down in the comments down below how many goals this guy scores in this video. All right, he is an absolute monster, an absolute beast. So we brought in Royce and we brought Axel Witsel. Now I've never used these two cards before, and it is a bit of a push that I'm actually using cards that I've never ever used before in FUT Champions. I do not recommend it, but I thought to myself, do you know what? I'm just going to use the card. I'm just going to YOLO. You never know, because some cards are quite meta that as soon as you play with them, you can see the difference. Havertz, not for me. Royce, you're about to see it all going down. So I'm taking I'm talking to the chat about the team. Having told them about the recap of the previous what was happening Sunday morning. I tried to play in the same formation with Royce as well. Did I play a few games? Yes, so I played a few games with Royce on Sunday in Div Rivals, and I was playing absolutely shocking in the 4-2-3-1. I probably played 4 games, lost connection twice, and lost 2 as well. And I wasn't in good form at the moment, and that's probably why I didn't want to push any further beyond gold 1 or maybe gold 2, because I wasn't playing good FIFA and I wasn't happy with the formation that I was in. But it was the only formation that I knew at the time. But you're about to see that after the first game that I play, I switched to the 4-3-3, and you'll see the difference in how I was playing and how I was controlling the game, and how overpowered the 4-3-3 is, because with many formations, it takes a while to get used to. It takes a long time to get you. For me personally, I would say it takes a long time to get used to certain formations. So I'm sitting here talking to the chat and trying to get an understanding of how to use these players. So about to go into our next game, and this is actually the first game of Sunday night, and I'm still in the 4-2-3-1. All right, so I haven't moved out of the formation into a 4-3 just yet. So here I'm playing a nice little 1-2, trying to keep the ball against a really good opponent. I've given the ball away in such a stupid area, and again I'm 1-0 down very, very early, and I'm not playing good football at all. He wins a corner in the 22nd minute. All right, I'm pretty good at defending corners, but on this occasion I wasn't, and I got really unfortunate here because Sol Campbell got the header, ricochets off the crossbar, and he goes right back to him and he taps it in. So anyway, I'm 2-0 down before the first half. I'm not defending well. My defense is just all over the place. For some reason, if you just saw that, David Luiz actually ran away from the ball. I'm controlling David Luiz. He actually ran away from the ball and I can see the penalty. So he steps up with Lala. De Gea's in goal now, doesn't save it. 3-0 down. It's the first half. He bangs away a really good penalty, and it's not looking good for me. And I'm still thinking to myself, I'm not going beyond goal 2 because I'm not playing really well. He plays a nice little through ball down the middle, and I'm 4-0 down. It's not even the first half. So as you can see, I'm incredibly stressed out. I went into a 4-2-2 and it didn't work. So we move on to our second game. Now, I didn't show you the clip of the formation and tactics and things like that because I'll show that in my previous video. If you want to see the tactics from the 4-3-3, check it out. It's in the previous video that I put up from yesterday. You can see exactly what we did. So I play a little through ball down the middle to Royce. Is that Royce? Yes. So Royce, we bang in our first goal on the 27th minute to make it 1-0. And I'm feeling pretty good in this formation as well. So I'm controlling the ball here. I played from Mahrez to Neves. Neves with a step over inside the box. Squares the ball to Royce. Royce taps it in and makes it 2-0. Now, obviously, this guy didn't have a very, very good team. But, you know, I think I played very, very well. So that helped. That definitely helped with the confidence to know that I can still score. So we come up against our next second opponent. He's got the ball with Neymar. He tries to do a little feint. Cuts it back into the box. I try and make a tackle. I'm doing my best to block everything. I win the second ball and I'm playing out from my box. I've got not many options going forward. I've got one ahead of me, so I'm just trying to keep the ball. I'm not trying to bomb forward or anything like that. I'm just trying to play through the thirds and just and not rush anything because I'm not exactly playing great FIFA at the moment. So I'm just trying to keep the ball because the longer I have the ball, the less likely he is going to score. So I'm just trying to keep the ball, not waste my passes, keep every pass nice and simple, stick to the basics, and I play a ball in behind. So I play a ball, nice for a ball to Rashford. Rashford with a low driven into the back end net, and we are now 1-0 up against a very, 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 very good team. And he actually didn't stay in a 3 at the back. He actually went to a 4 back, I think. So it was 1-0 for quite a long time. We're both cancelling each other out. I think he actually went because he was 1-0 down, and in the second half, I think he actually went back into a 3 back, I think. So he gets the ball here and plays a nice little finesse with Ronaldo, and there's nothing I can do about that. So I decide that we go into extra time. Lozano done really, really well here. He kept the ball, again, not wasting the ball, make a nice little pass with Talisca, but Talisca run for Emre Can. Talisca does a nice little skill, nice little drag back, squares it in, and then the big man himself, this man right here, Royce, makes it 2-1. And you're gonna see a lot of that celebration from me me wagging my finger, and that's me. That's my little celebration when I feel like I'm getting the confidence back. I wag the finger, so the finger starts wagging. I get the ball to Rashford. For some reason, I'm holding on to the game, and I played this ball into the corner. I don't know why I played that pass. Maybe I just wanted to get the ball away as quick as I can. I was panicking. So anyway, we managed to win that game. We are sitting in goal 2 with 16 wins with 9 games to go. So gold 1 is still on. Right, the goal run is still on. So I come up against my next opponent. He's got Inform Mbappe, Neymar. He's got Steven Gerrard there, for Salah, Fabinho. A really, really good team. This was my favorite goal. My absolute favorite goal with Marcus Royce. A left foot green timed finesse. It was absolutely my favorite goal, and that moment there signified my confidence, because left foot green time finesse is not easy for me to do, that is. So it was a game that was at 1-0, so that was probably going to be the only game of the only goal of the game. And again, what I did, I held the ball on him. I didn't park the bus, because my formation, I don't think my formation can't park the bus, because I got my 3 attackers all in front of the ball when I'm defending. So I just kept the ball, didn't waste it, and we were just cancelling each other out, and I ended up winning that game 1-0. So come up against the next opponent, very, very meta team. But again, the confidence is quite high. Neves got the ball on the right hand side, goes into the box, does a little dribble inside the box, squares it to Royce, it flicks off Royce and goes to Rashford, does a skill, back of the net, left foot low driven into the back of the net, and we are 1-0 up. And he gets the ball back down the other half. For some reason, Van Dijk was way too strong for Neymar, and he goes down, and I concede a penalty. Again, I'm just a little bit, I won't go as far as saying annoyed. All you can do is just laugh at these moments. So Neymar's got the ball. He's going down the middle. I read him very, very well. Make the save. De Gea makes another save. And as you can see, again, the confidence is feeling good. I'm feeling like I've got the game by the balls now, right? I know how to play FIFA again. So Rashford's got the ball here. You tell me, is this really good attacking or bad defending from him? I think it was good attacking. So Rashford does a skill, squares it to Royce. Royce, again, right place at the right time. Great. I think because his attacking position is really, really good. For some reason, these cards always pop up exactly when you need them. So Royce makes it 2-0 for us. in second half. So in the 70th minute, play nice little through ball into the final third. Nice little square ball to Rashford. Green time finish, back of the net. Again, as you can see, the confidence is soaring, boys and girls. And I hit him with a nice little dab because the confidence is soaring. And in some ways, not many people like the dab, but sometimes you just gotta show them, look, I'm feeling quite good. So the game ends, and we move on to our next game against another pretty much full icon team. Well, not full icon, but it's got a bunch of icons. He scores a bicycle kick with Varane in the first half. I can see another goal. There's nothing I can do about that. Varane scores a bicycle kick. It is what it is. You can't complain. So I move on to the next game. Again, try to get an early shot off with Royce. I keep the ball alive. Pass it back to Walker. Walker to Rashford. Rashford does a fake back to Walker. Walker again plays the ball, trying to keep it in the middle, do a little skill, get a little bit fortunate here, and then again Royce makes another shot, but I actually get really fortunate. It was nice to see Courtois making a nice little mistake there. So it's now 1-1. We go into extra time. I concede another penalty from Alexandro, and I'm just getting really fed up with conceding these penalties because defending for me, I still need to improve defensively. I really do need to improve. So he steps up with his penalty. I thought he was going to go down the middle. He's looking at the replay now. He goes down the keeper's right hand side to our left and makes it 2-1. I come down the other end, hold the ball out with Royce. Royce passes it to Ibrahimovic, who came on as a sub. Ibrahimovic makes it 2-2. Ibrahimovic for me is an absolutely brilliant super sub. May not be fast, but he steps up when I need to. So it goes to penalties. 2-2. He steps up first, puts it down the middle, goes back to his original position, which he tried to put it in. I should have read that, but didn't remember where he was going to go. Lozano steps up. Lozano, really good super sub. Played more of a central role for me. Misses his first penalty. So we are 1-0 down already. So we're ice skating uphill again. He steps up again with a penalty, and then he puts it away to make it 2-0 to him. Ibrahimovic, the super sub, the man of the moment. Can he put it away? He's trying to put me off, and Ibra slots it away. Bottom left-hand side of the keeper's left. 2-1. He steps up again. Do I read it very well? I don't. It's now 3-1 to him. So I need to literally save 2 of his penalties and score all of mine to stay in the game. Talisca steps up. Send the keeper the wrong way. Really good penalty from Talisca. But that's not Butchergreno. Is it Butchergreno? I thought he's left footed. But anyway, he steps up again, goes down the middle. I read him very, very well. I saved his first penalty. I need one more penalty to save. Actually, no. Do I need one more? Do I need to save one more? No. I don't actually. Excuse me. It's now 3-2 to him. I step up again. Royce, the man at the moment, puts in a really, really nice penalty. It's now 3-3. George Best steps up again just to try and make it stay in the game. I read him very, very well. It's now still 3-3. If I put this penalty away, if my memory says, if I put this penalty away, we're going to actually win. So he's trying to put me off, doing everything he possibly can. I'm just biding my time, trying to stay calm. I've given him a bit. I told him exactly where I was going to go, but I actually put it down the middle, and now we take that double and move on to our next game. This game is for gold one against a very, very good opponent and a very, very, very good team as well. Mahrez switches onto the left hand side. He played all of the right hand side. Most of FIFA has now gone to the left hand side, and then we managed to make it 1-0. I can't believe this. I mean, we've come up against so many good teams. There have been so many good teams that we've come up against recently, but we're playing good FIFA. Neymar, a red timed low driven finesse went into the back of the net, and that's when I think at that moment I kind of knew that the cheese, the EA cheese, the foolishness is just going in my way, or as the professionals call it, the margins. It's all going in my way. A red time low driven finesse goes in the back of the net. So it's 2-0 to us. We defend the corner. We win the first corner. He sends it back in. Ronaldo steps up, and Ronaldo's headering is just ridiculous. There's nothing really you can do. As soon as he jumps up, all you can do is hope he misses. So it's now still 2-1 to me. He brings a goal back again. I'm not wasting the pass. I'm using the width. I'm stretching out his whole team. So if he's playing a narrow formation, I'm stretching his team, which creates gaps in his teams for my players to run in inside. As you can see, what Nedved just did. So again, keeping the ball, not crossing it in, because as you can see, he's got 3 or 4 players inside the box. So I can't cross it in because Royce isn't very good in the air. Trying to keep the ball. I'm actually lose possession, but Emre Can manages to get the ball back. Here I've got the ball with Mahrez. I do a little skill here. Do I do a little skill? No, I don't. I square it. Royce gets a nice little touch, and then Nedved decides to make it 3-1. And I don't think Royce meant to take that touch. I think it ricocheted off of his left foot by accident. I think should we see the replay again? I think we're going to show the replay again. So it ricochets off his left foot, And then I think Royce, I should have checked if Royce actually got an assist for that. But anyways, it's now 3-1. It's now 3-1 to us, and we get a nice little rage quit, and then we move on to our next game against another good opponent as well. Pele and Subio, Team of the Year, Kante, Hazard, CR7 against a very, 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 very good team. Again, see, as you can see there, not wasting the ball and playing down the middle. Royce plays a through ball to Rashford. Rashford hits it first time, low driven in the back of the net, giving myself a very, very good start to the game. And now we're wondering 15 minutes later, I've got the ball down the left-hand side. Again, not wasting the pass. Doing a nice little skill there. Got quite fortunate there. Playing a nice little through ball to Morris. Rashford is open, all on the far side. We've got Nedved running in down the middle. I played the ball to Nedved. He thought I was going to go Rashford. I tapped the button, and Nedved makes it 2-0. To myself, I don't think what you guys didn't see is the fact that he actually played the offside trap, which is the reason why I got him behind so quickly. Again, this time I'm down left hand side, plays a nice little first time through pass. Nedved makes it. This is really, really good football. It was just really, really good football all around. First time passes, through ball, cuts out the defense, and that's the thing about when you play wide formations, it stretches the team so players can actually run in through the middle. Here he makes a really, really good goal, and I think the chat was just like, wow. He flicked it up with Subio and hit it on the volley, and he makes it 3-1 to me. But I'm playing too good at FIFA at the moment. I mean, you can't stop goals like that. But the way I'm playing in this game, I was playing really good FIFA. Ibrahimovic comes on as a sub, low driven into the back of the net on the keeper's side as well, which keeper should never get beaten on their side. Ronaldo steps up again with a Racoqueta and then hits a finesse to make it 4-2 to him. But I think the game's gone beyond him because I'm not giving up 2-3 goals in 3 minutes. I mean, it can happen. I mean, I've conceded 10 goals this weekend in one match, I should say. So I'm playing too good FIFA. I'm playing too much of a good FIFA at the moment. So I'm just seeing out this game. So I'm going to show you how I saw out this game at the moment in time. So I'm 4-2 up in the 88th minute. Again, I'm not parking the bus. As you can see, I'm still attacking. I'm not parking the bus at all. But what I'm doing is I'm just keeping the ball. Nice sticking to the basics, stretching out his team. And one mistake that this guy made was that he decided, I think it was his opponent, he decided to play narrow. And this is where you got to pay attention to how your opponent's playing. Because if I'm playing a wide formation, you never go, well, I mean, sometimes you can. If you're really good with narrow formations, then fair enough. But because I'm playing wide, I'm stretching his team already. He decided to go narrow. So what I did, I actually told my centre mids to stay central, to stifle any central attack he's got, and I just stuck to the wings and I saw out the game, and then we managed to clutch out gold 1 for this weekend. Now I was contemplating to stop. As you can see, I'm talking to the chat, and I was thinking about stopping for the rest. Stopping for the rest. But I think the chat was spurring me. I said, "Listen, bro, you can go on. You still got games to spare." Yeah, so it was him. He was playing a narrow formation. So which was really, really silly. But he had overpower cards, so I don't blame him for wanting to try. But you can try that against somebody else and not your boy Don. So yeah, so the chat was spurring me on to keep going. Like, yo, at least on the cards, Don. Like, I was like, okay. So and also as well, I'm playing away. So I'm playing away against a very, very good opponent. So as you can see, I'm not just playing home. I'm actually playing away. I know there's a bit of a stigma now. Everyone's saying, oh, play home. Everyone's playing home. So I thought, you know what, forget it. I'm not going to bronze bench. I'm going to play away as well as home, and I'm just going to go for it and see. Because I think like if the connection is fair, at least it gives me an opportunity to compete, and that's all I want to do is to compete to the best of my ability, and just hope. The EA cheese, as I like to say, goes on my side. So we're going to our next game. It's 0-0. Morris has a little hill to fill. Nice little skill from Morris. Square ball down to Royce. Royce again steps up. Right place, right time. Back of the net. The finger gets wagging, and we are now 1-0 up. I'm here trying to stay composed, especially because I'm tired because it's like 2 in the morning. So the game stays at 1-0 for the majority of the game. I get the ball back. I play a nice little through ball down the right hand side. Square ball again. Back of the net. And I think that's actually Ibra. Is that Ibrahimovic? It is Ibrahimovic. It is now 2-0. He decides he's going to take a pause. I'm hoping it's a rage quit. Everyone's hoping it's a rage quit. And do you know what it is, boys and girls? It is going to be another rage quit. So we move on to our next game. 22 wins. One more. We need one game left to get one win, from 3 games. And I'm sitting in. Now this is, at this point, I'm actually trying to just take a bit of a break because the pressure is on and everyone's like, do you know what, Don, you can actually do it. But I don't know, I was really nervous, but I'm still trying to stay composed. All right, I'm still trying to stay composed. I'm not trying to get too overly excited. not trying to get hype or anything like that. So we come against a really good team. These teams are just coming in thick and fast, man. Nedved, Del Piero, CR7, Eusebio, Vieira, Team of the Year, Varane, Team of the Year, De Gea, Sergio Ramos. I mean, these teams are just flying thick and fast, man. Now, this opponent here, I think this guy here, and I tweeted this out only today, this guy here is playing in all the way from Iran. All right? This guy is in the Middle East. Okay? The Middle East. Not in Europe. He is in the Middle East. He is outside of Turkey. Okay? The Middle East. And I'm like, EA, are you serious? But obviously, I ain't got no time for no, so I keep on going, and yeah. So there is actually no goals in the first half. We were literally both cancelling each other out. I feel like I had the lion's share of the possession, and I was doing really well. So even though he gets in behind on this occasion, we're coming up to the 70th minute. I feel like I've defended really well. I've blocked the second shot. I make a second block. It bounces right to Ronaldo's feet, and he makes it 1-0. And I'm incredibly disappointed because I felt like I deserved. I mean, the stats were, I got most shots on goal and things like that, but he got quite fortunate. The margins were on his side because the bounces bounce when the margins are causing the ball to bounce in front of your own the opposition. Then there's nothing more you can do. So I will lose I lose that game, and now I have two more chances. To try and get one win, and this is probably the best team, I would say, arguably. I mean, let me know down below in the comments. Is this the best team that we've played this weekend? I don't know. I can't say. I think it is. I'll go with it. I think it is. So I'm actually going to show you the whole game, and I'm going to show you guys how I played against this guy. Right now, remember, he has out-teamed me. All right, without a shadow of a doubt. I think the majority of us can agree he out-teamed us all over the pitch. Okay, so I'm keeping the ball here. Trying my best to keep the ball. I'm getting a little excited. I'm trying to concentrate. Now I'm going to show you my reaction. Right? I'll tell you exactly what I was thinking at this time, because literally everything has every moment, everything has come down to this moment. All those times where I've said to you guys that I've been in the skill games, how I'm watching pros, trying different formations, trying different teams, failing and winning, playing seasons, trying out literally everything over the last 7 months. It all comes down to these next 7 minutes, and this is it. This is the closest I'm ever gonna get to elite. So, and we've come up against an incredibly good opponent, an incredibly good opponent as well. So again, he catches us. I'm defending a lot better this time. David Luiz is playing a lot better than he did in this first game. So again, I'm still trying to play wide, still trying to stretch his team out. He does well defensively. I'm not trying to make any mistakes. At this moment in time, I play a ball in behind. Royce is trying to do a little skill. He defends incredibly well, gets the ball back, and he plays forward. One thing this guy does, and I got to give this guy a lot of credit, is the fact that when he does tackle me, he doesn't tackle when the ball bounces and he latches onto it. He wins the ball and then plays forward. And that's one thing that's missing from my game, is that, making a tackle, winning the ball and playing forward. So very, very rarely you're going to see that him winning the ball and then it's bouncing around and he gets on the end of it. He actually wins the ball, keeps it, and then moves on. So I'm trying to do the same. Here I get quite fortunate. I win the ball here with Rashford, do a nice little skill. Rashford, the connection at this moment in time, chat, I'll be honest with you, the connection is really good. As you can see, I'm doing skills. The signifier for me to know that the connection is good is when I do a heel to heel, and it registers straight away. Okay, so he is playing, from what I can see, it looks as if he is playing the 4-3-3 as well. I'm looking at where his players are positioned at the moment, and it looks to me that he's playing a 4-3-3, and he's got his two centre mids actually sitting in front of his back line. I think that's what he's doing, because I can see 3 people up running up top. I'm not too sure. It might be the 4-1-4-2-3-1. I'm not too sure just yet. So 17 minutes have gone. He wins a free kick on the left hand side. He's doing really well to keep the ball. Now he's pushing everyone up. As you can see, he's pretty much got 2, maybe 3 defenders back at the moment. He's keeping the ball very, very well. We're pretty much playing the same way, not wasting any passes, waiting for an opportunity to present itself. He tries to play a nice little shot in the middle. De Gea was more than equal to it. Gets the ball back. And again, as you can see at this moment in time, once I get the ball, I'm not so quick to throw it back out again. I'm just taking my time, allowing my players to get their shape back, and then trying to compose myself, take a breath, and then we go again. And that for me it's just something that I do quite a lot, especially when I'm under pressure, is the fact that, you know, when someone's got the ball and they're attacking, and then I get the ball back, taking that break, it just takes the sting out of their attack a little bit, and then their adrenaline starts to go down, and then obviously I can recompose myself and then go again. So he wins the ball here. Again, he's not pushing forward, keeping the ball. I'm defending really well. As you can see, I've got Rashford, Royce and Mahrez staying up front, all right? And sometimes if I need to, just to get myself a bit of support, I'll grab either Mahrez, Rashford or Royce and then try and press the ball. But as you can see, they're both, all three of them are not really moving from their position at the moment. Again, I'm keeping the ball. Now, what you can see I'm doing here, I'm just covering the gaps, because what he wants a space to play a ball in behind. So as you can see, I'm just covering the gaps. He might get in the middle, and then that's when I press the ball, and that's when I play forward. I don't try and just start running past. Here I've got Rashford, so I'm not going to start trying and bomb past them. I'm just still going to try and keep the ball. I do a little heel to heel again, but again, it doesn't pull off, and he gets a throw in, and he's able to play forward. Again, see, I'm cutting out the passes, trying to stop the passes from going through, using the second man press to try and get to keep the ball, and he's still playing. He managed to get a shot off. His shooting, I will say this, right, and it's easy for me to say this now, hindsight is a wonderful thing, his shooting was way off. All right, there were so many opportunities where he could have put the game away, but he missed too many of his chances. And the thing is, in FUT Champs, you guys know that you've got to take your chances, and I don't think he did on this occasion. But hey, that's football. So here I've got the ball with Royce. Again, I'm literally doing the same thing as him, looking for the space to open up. The wide option. Right now, I already know that I'm not going to cross the ball in, because he's got I think Ramos, who's incredibly good in the air. He's got so many players that can win the ball in the air, and I don't. My three are not very good at winning the balls in the air. So what I'm going to do, I'm still going to play wide, but I'm going to stretch open his team to try and get a space down the middle. So here I've got the ball with with Mahrez to Nedved tried to play it to Royce. I'm here keeping the ball, waiting for an opportunity to present itself. I'm still playing wide. I'm still trying to play the wide ball, and I've managed to force a corner just before the ending of the first half here. So again, not trying to play a cross in or anything like that, because I don't think I'm going to win anything in the air. I give it a go anyways, but again, as you can see, he'll win the ball, and he manages to play out. I get the ball here. Now here's where I get quite fortunate here. I get the ball with Royce. Royce does a nice little skill, put off Hullet. The ball bounces right back to my feet, and I make it 1-0, and I'm here. I'm not celebrating. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm not trying to go crazy. Here, anything can change, guys. You guys know this. When you get the first goal, the first thing in FIFA is that when you score your first goal, don't celebrate, because kickoff is on. All right, he's got the kickoff, and you got to try and defend it. So here I'm grabbing Royce, holding that center, because I know he wants to play down the middle. So I'm just trying to plug in any holes in my defense, so he can't, so I can defend the kickoff. So I get quite fortunate with Emre Can. Emre Can is an absolute beast of a card. He's such a good card for me. I get the ball back again. I'm trying to play forward, not wasting the pass. I thought Rashford would have been on, but he does well to cut out the option to Rashford. I'm still just trying to keep the ball. I don't want to concede before the first half, because for some reason there is something in the game where your defense goes crazy before the ending of the first half and the ending of the second half. I don't know what it is. So here I'm trying to read any runs that I can't, players any running behind. I think I grab onto Luis here, but seeing if there's any options. Luis does really well and gets the ball. I try and keep the ball again. I'm looking for the switch, and I play the switch down the other side, because all the pressure is on one side. So I relieve the pressure, play the switch, and I'm playing forward again, keeping the ball, and that is the ending of the first half, and I'm 1-0 up. And the stats is pretty even. I mean, I've got most of possession. As you can see, his shooting he's let himself down. And I know a lot of people see when they post up their stats and they say that, oh, I got like 17 shots and he's got only 2, but he's won 1-0. I can understand how people get frustrated. Especially when people AI defend, and it is frustrating, but because I have less shots than him. But in some cases, there are some cases where you've got to take your opportunity. All right, that's all I'm going to say about that. Now, if you're looking at my face, as you can see, I'm closing my eyes a lot. All right, I'm closing my eyes. I'm literally a couple minutes away from Elite 3 for the first time in FIFA 19. What I'm doing right now is I'm literally praying, guys. All right, everything from all the hard work I've put into this game, doing offline practicing, is coming down to this moment right here. And really, all I'm asking God to do is just give me strength just to get through these next few minutes, and please let me get elite. All right, I really wanted to just get elite, and I wanted to just not panic. Because I have an issue that when the adrenaline is pumping, my hands start shaking, and you can't afford your hands to shake, especially when you're playing FUT Champions. Okay, I get a nice little header here with Vixel, and it goes wide, and a good start to the second half. So I'm still trying to stay composed. I'm not trying to get nervous. I don't want my hands shaking, because that's the last thing you want. He plays a nice little skill over the top. Again, I think he's gone quite narrow. Again, I think he's gone 4-1-2-1-2. I think, because I can see two strikers up top. I think he's actually switched out his formation. From the looks of it, I think he has. I'm not too sure. So anyway, he plays the ball in behind. David Luiz gets undone here, but thankfully the offside decision goes my way, and Subio is caught offside. And David Luiz got quite fortunate there, because I think he just literally got sidestepped a little bit. So again, play the ball short, trying to keep possession of the ball. Remember what Pep Guardiola does for Man City. Regardless of the pressure that you're on, just continue playing the football that you know how to play. And again, I've got options running behind as well. I'm keeping the ball, hoping that another gap will open up. Nedved's got the ball. Again, I'm trying to keep the ball, but he does really well with the second man press. I get quite fortunate. Sandro keeps the ball alive. I'm playing first time passes. Again, he defends incredibly well. I managed to get onto the loose ball. I play a really, really silly pass back to him, because I'm trying to get that second goal. And that is where the mistake it can come in most matches, but quite fortunately I managed to defend really well, and I'm still sticking to the way I'm defending. As you can see, he's going back. If you can see your opponent going back and playing wide, that's when you know you're defending really, really well. So he tries to do La Croqueta, and a few people try to hit me with, not the La Croqueta, sorry, the El Tornado. A lot of people try to hit me with the El Tornado this weekend, but I was like, nah mate, you ain't trying that on me. So he's pushing more players forward here. I'm playing the offside trap to get my players out the box and see if I can steal the ball off of him. It worked on this occasion. I get the ball and I'm trying to play forward, relieving the pressure. I look for the switch. Again, the switch is on, and I relieve the pressure, and I'm ready to go down the other end. Rashford's playing a nice little fake shot. I lose the ball still. He comes again at my defense, but I'm playing defensively. I'm playing very, very well. Maybe not going forwards. I'm not doing very, very well, but defensively, I think I'm playing very, very well. So I'm holding the ball up here. He takes a pause. And I think he's going to change up a few things. I decided I'm going to make a few subs as well. So I put Royce down the middle, bring on Ibrahimovic for Nedved. Lozano comes in, and I think I put Lozano into the middle. I do, yes. So Lozano goes down into the middle, and Lozano for me is really, really good when you put him in the middle. I think it was Coach Preacher who was doing really well for me. He was actually telling me, look, play Lozano down the middle, and Lozano done incredibly well for me down the middle. Even though, I wanted to utilize his pace, but I played him down the middle, and he done pretty decent for me. So I noticed he was playing a narrow formation, same thing that my other opponent did. So I went back into my formation, and I think another one, another top quality player, Mr. Ingram, was saying to me, "Yo, why have you got your CMs on cover wing?" I was like, because I've been playing it for the rest of the game, for the whole thing. I didn't want to change anything, just in case it disrupts the balance of the team. But this guy decided he's going to play narrow. So I told both Emre Can and this is something we all need to do, and I need to do, is adapt to your opponent. Adapt to what your opponent's doing. Counter what your opponent's doing. So he decided he was going to play down the middle. I decided that I'm going to tell both my CMs to stay central, to stifle any attack he has down the middle. Again, I'm trying to be composed. At this moment in time, the chat is not saying absolutely anything at all. And I think people were telling me, because they can see my eyes, like, stop looking at the chat, focus on the game. So an hour's gone in game time minutes. And he's trying to go down the middle. So I already know. I've already looked at his formation. I already know he's going to do. So he's probably going to cut back, because he can't play anything down. He can't play anything down the wing. So he's looking to go more central. So again, I cut out pass. Virgil van Dijk, so overpowered. This guy played really, really well. Again, I look for the switch. The switch is still on, and I'm just trying to defend. That's all I want to do, is defend and wait for him to make a mistake. If I see an opportunity to play a ball in behind just there, then I'll do it. I play a nice little square ball. I thought I could play a through ball there, but I think I got caught offside, and he gets the ball back. 66 minutes gone. I think about 3 minutes in real time away from Elite 3. Can I hang on? This is the big question. Of course, you guys know I get Elite, but is Elite going to be in this game? So he's gets the ball back. Again, he's still going down the middle. He hasn't got many wide options. He's always going to go down the middle. So as you can see here, I'm holding on to my CMs. I'm holding on to Virgil van Dijk. He just wants to go down the middle. I'm plugging the gaps. I've managed to get the ball back. Play it to Royce, to Ibrahimovic down the middle, who I know can hold the ball up. I tried to play it wide, but he manages to get the ball and playing it forward. He plays it forward very, very quickly. Heel to heel in the box. David Luiz wins that header. He plays it back. He plays the first time, and De Gea makes a save. My goodness, if that was Alisson, I'm telling you now, that would have gone right into the back of the net. So again, I play a nice little wide ball, trying to stay wide because he wants to stay central. I'm staying incredibly wide, which is again not something I'm used to doing. Not forcing the ball, not forcing any passes whatsoever, but I'm just keeping the ball to the best of my ability, and I'm not wasting any passes. Just trying to keep it very, very simple. Could have made a cross, but again, I decided to hold the ball, thinking I can get a corner, but the ref gives a goal kick. As you can see, it's shaking head because I was expecting a corner. I win the ball here. Rashford tries to win the second ball, but he wins it. Managed to play it to his midfielders. Again, he's going to cut back again because he's got no options going on wide. He wants to go down the middle again. So I'm keeping the ball. He's keeping the ball. I'm trying to plug down the middle. He plays a really, really wasted ball with Nsubio again down the middle. Here again, I'm trying to keep the ball. I play a nice little wide to Sandro. Sandro for me is an absolutely fantastic card. He really kept up with the best of them. Yes, he conceded a few penalties, but definitely a massive difference between Sandro and Alonso. Even though Alonso has had an upgrade, I haven't quite used Alonso yet, but I don't think I'm going to put Alonso in just yet until he gets 2 more upgrades, and then I'll put the Europa League Alonso card in the team. But Sandro's doing bits for me at the moment, so I'm not going to take him out of my team yet. So again, I'm still using the width. I'm bypassing his midfielders, trying to keep the ball, not wasting any passes, trying to play these triangles. All right, so that's basically what I'm doing. Just playing triangles. If there's not an option to go forward, I play it wide. 81 minutes on the clock, keeping the ball, not wasting it. I play a ball in behind, and it's offside. I should not have done that. I should have just kept the ball, but I thought I could play. I didn't want to park the bus. Usually, I'll tell you something now, right? Usually, I would park the bus. But obviously, this formation was playing so well for me. I didn't want to change anything just yet. I could have switched into my other formation where it's a 4-2-3-1 drop back, but that would have caused me to be more narrow, and I didn't want to go narrow against him because I'm pretty sure he will outplay me because of the fact that he's got a better team than me. So again, 85 minutes. I'm switching the play, keeping the ball. I'm just keeping the ball. And with these games, especially when you come up against a really, really good opponent, don't expect to be banging in goals or counter-attacking, things like that. You have to play that possession play. So a nice little flick here on the left-hand side. Royce has the ball, keeping the ball. Royce, the man of the day, doing so well for me, keeping the ball. I'm keeping the ball in the corner. 88 minutes have gone. I try and get a corner. It goes out for a goal kick again. He pauses it. Now I'm thinking to myself, what is he going to do? I'm there thinking about what changes I can make, so I decided to bring on Talisca just to shore things up for me, because Talisca is an absolute beast. He was an absolute beast during my first 10 games for me, bangs in rare clutch goals. So I bring on Talisca. I'm waiting, shaking my head thinking, no, please don't let this be it. I don't want no glitches or anything like that. So I'm just trying to stay composed, thinking anything can happen. And I think the chat's like, he's leaving, and I'm not really paying attention to that because I know I've got a couple more minutes left and anything can change. 5 seconds to go, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, and 1 second, and he quits. And there you have it, boys and girls. Your boy Don, bang average at FIFA, consistently silver 1, sometime-ish gold 2, maybe if I'm lucky gold 1, but finally 7 months of hard work, the road to glory, no FIFA points, not wearing my glasses, playing away, stop bronze benching, wasn't doing anything. I managed to get elite, and I was spamming the A button, so I need to get out this screen to register my elite, and then I managed to get it. I'm shaking that fist, and literally, guys, it's now 3:30 in the morning. I can't shout because I didn't want to wake up my neighbours, especially my wife who's sleeping and my son who's sleeping, and I'm there getting excited, and the chat's going crazy, and I'm telling you guys, I was so excited. I played some really good FIFA, and I got my rewards for it, and I'm just overcome with emotion at the moment because literally all the hard work, all the times where I'm 2-0 up and I lose 3-2, all the connection losses and people using a no loss glitch, and so many things running through my head at that moment, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it. And I'll be honest, I'll be honest, and people just say, you know, it's just a game, get over it. And I'll be honest, I did get quite emotional because I knew I could get there. I knew I can get to Elite 3. I knew I can get there. It was just a matter of when. But there was a moment I was doubting myself, especially after I was getting gold 3s all the time, gold 2s all the time. You know, it just wasn't going my way. But I've always said that if the connection is fine, okay, and if the connection is fine, I can compete. I can compete with the best of them. All right, and that's all I wanted to do, is just to give me an opportunity to compete. And as you can see here, my brothers in my younger brothers in the chat, he's making these faces, like using the emotes, like, well, bro, what are you doing? And I was getting emotional. Because I was getting so, I don't know, I was getting caught up in the fact that I finally did it. And we did there, boys and girls. So there you go, have it, boys and girls. Your boy Don hit Elite 3 on the first time. Hopefully Team of the Week Messi is in. Hopefully Messi is in Team of the Week, and hopefully we get him in our rewards as well. And you're about to see me step away from the camera because I can't take anymore. So guys, thank you so much, man. But if you do like this video, please drop a like and subscribe if you are new. And yeah, drop a like. Please smash the like button, boys and girls. Elite 3, man. Come on, let's go. Thank you so much, boys, and I'll see you at the next upload.